Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Rajoshi and today I am going to edit one of the photographs that I clicked in 2021 in Sari village, Uttarakhand. So without any further ado, let's get started. So this is the image we are going to work with today. First things first, we'll go for some basic adjustments to bring up the light because I want to make this image really colorful and captivating. So let's get started. Let's go to the tonal curves and move up the shadows as well as the midtones and then clip the extreme points of the shadows. This way we get a really nice kind of histogram, but I see the highlights are blown out. Alright. Now we go to the basic panel and increase the vibrance as well as the saturation slightly. So this was some very basic development of the image in the initial stages. Next we will increase the clarity slightly around 12-13%, increase the contrast, increase the saturation slightly more and increase the brightness slightly more, and then we'll come to shadows and highlights and bring down the highlights because we want the mountains up there in the back like that, and then we'll increase the shadows. Alright, so this is the basic image that we are going to work with. Now we'll develop this image and now we are going to edit one by one. First things, we are going to fix the shadows. We are going to make the shadows much darker, but before that I'm going to make these distractions disappear from the image. These bamboos, I guess, yeah, those are bamboos. Those bamboos should be removed from this image, from this portion of the image. So for that we'll just create a blank layer and then with the inpainting brush tool with selected as current and below layer, we'll just remove it from this image. Alright, so now we are done. You just see we removed these distractions from the photograph, and now we are going to add some shadows to this photo. So for that we'll just create a simple curve, bring down the shadows, then pick a gradient tool and mask it only to this portion here, just like that, really a hard shadow line, and then we are going to add some flares, but before that we are going to make this image glow, the lighter portion glow. So for that purpose we are going to add some sort of Gaussian blur with a higher pixel number as the radius, and then we'll set the screen blend mode to screen, and with that we'll invert the layer, choose the brush, soft round brush with white as the foreground color. We'll just paint this region. See, it makes the image glow. Then we'll decrease the opacity because 100% opacity is always too much for any kind of editing. So we'll take down that opacity to around 50% or 60%, closer to 60%, and then we'll add another Gaussian blur layer and set the blend mode to lighter color and then zoom in. We'll just add this, keep adding this slowly until we get a glow like this. See, we cannot overdo this, so we will slowly add until we reach a certain point where we get a nice soft glow like this, around 4 pixels, and that would be all. So this is the thing we did with the glow, and now we are going to do the next thing, which is add a sun flare to the image. So for that we will go to the light section and pick a sun flare, maybe this one, then we'll transform it, flip it, and this one is too big, we'll make it smaller like that. And to accentuate for that, to complement that sun on the left hand corner, we'll add a flare to the right hand side, and for that I have decided to add a rainbow flare. So we'll go and pick a rainbow flare from up there and make it large and set it here, just like that, and then decrease the opacity, because I said 100% opacity is always almost too much. And now we are going to kind of add some color drama to the image by adding a HSL adjustment layer to the greens and turn them to somewhat reddish. So for that, again, we'll just create an HSL adjustment layer, select the yellows and make them reddish like that. And then we'll invert the layer with a gradient tool. We'll simply color it like that. So this to this, this to this. This was a really subtle edit, and this is exactly where I would stop editing. This is exactly where, take a look at this image, this is where I would stop editing the photograph completely. But for the sake of this video, and if you want to add some more drama, we can always go and replace the sky. So for that, we'll go and select a sky layer. So let me look here. Yeah, I have this nice sky. Where is that sky? Which sky should I add? Maybe this one. Okay, let's try this one. So we'll pick the sky, we'll set it here, and then we'll just go for some sort of very easy quick method to do any sort of editing. Is just go to this blend ranges and remove it from the extreme shadows, and then clip it up as well. So this creates a really hard gradient, but this works pretty well. Now we are going to create a mask, and then with gradient selected, we'll clip it like that, just like that. Now this is something that I wouldn't do on my own. This is absolutely something that I won't do on my own. This is just for you guys to add some drama to this image, and that's pretty much it. So I think we are done with this image. Some dogs are howling back there. I'm sorry for the dogs. It's making the video difficult. Alright, so this, if you look from before and after, so we came from this to this, this to this. Now this is already a huge amount of editing that went into this photograph, that make it look somewhat unrealistic. I'm not happy with the results here, so I will go on with something more. So that was all in today's video. We'll see each other next time, probably after I come back from my expedition, and until then, take care. Goodbye.